I hit the road to something on the bright side.
Well, I don't want to leave myself or you with the impression that Thais don't treat wildlife well. So I'm leaving Bangkok because I got wind of a place where there are people with their hearts and intentions in the right place. Okay, I just got to this wildlife center. Looks like the main guy is not here. I'm trying to figure out who I need to ask to have a look around.
Finally, a young man named Best approaches and gives me a little walking tour of this section of the refuge.
You can see that we have a lot of baby monkey here.
So you rescued these
Yes,
from captivity,
yes,
and the idea is to rehabilitate them, put them out into nature?
yes, of course, yeah.
These little fellows are so adorable.
Darling, I want one of these monkeys for the house. It's so cute.
But, as Best explains, in order to get a baby monkey, the poachers kill the mom who's trying to save her kids. Then, as the babies grow, they get less cute and more dangerous.
And then one day you just like dump them in the forest and then difficult for them to survive. It seems like they send them to die.
The rescued monkeys in the nursery graduate to here?
Yes,
As the rescued monkeys acclimate and get healthy, they're released to bigger enclosures. And then open-air islands where they can begin to learn the skills to integrate back into the wild. As I'm quickly seeing, they have more than primates at this rescue center. And of course, they have elephants.
The back looks misshapen.
yeah, look at the shape from her back.
Did they put something on her back to give people rides?
Yeah, that's called elephant trekking.
Elephant trekking.
Yeah.
Best introduces me to some of the volunteers. Several have been here for months.
And I bet you sleep well at night.
Very well. Very well.
I feel like if I can be a part to rescue the animal and try to save some species that they kind of endangered species at the moment, it's going to be really nice because in the future, I will have family for sure. I don't want to show to my grandson like, oh, look, in 30 years ago, this is my favorite animal, but now you cannot to see them anymore.
The sun sets on the park and its wild population. As the new day begins, the air is full of the lively sound of the animal kingdom. All the creatures are up and at 'em. Even the native birds have dropped in. Elephants scamp into the massive plot of land where they greet each other in great jubilance. Today, I'm hanging with the head honcho, Edwin. He takes me around for a more intimate look at the grounds. In the car, Edwin shares some of the anxiety he carries from his job.
I spend a fortune on protecting myself and the foundation and the people around us against very powerful people that will do anything to make our life miserable or to get us into serious trouble. And then we're not even talking about the bodily harm that they try to inflict on us. And yeah, it's part of the job. I mean, you can't just do this kind of work and think that everybody loves what you do.
I'm certainly loving what he's doing.
Hi, Canoe. Where are you going, big boy? Where are you going, big boy?
Now that's how a chimp should be treated.
Yeah, he lived in a very small enclosure. I mean, the size of a public toilet for 32 years in the middle of Bangkok.
My
And
God.
only a year ago we picked him up.
How do you reach people in Pata Zoo.
Let's look at from two different angles. We've got the Western people with their high standards on animal welfare and conservation issues, going into a place like that and saying, hey, what's going on here is so bad, you need to stop this. And then you got, of course, the more hardcore people saying, you know, this guy is a bad guy, we need to do everything to kill their business, these people must be ashamed of themselves, blah, blah, blah. Shame him, name him, shame him.
Right.
For 20 years, these people have been attacked in the most outspoken way, you know, to say for the least, on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I think the most important thing is that we have to try to find a way to start a dialogue, look at a way out where everybody is happy and can save their face. Yeah, I think this is the most important. No, my boy. And I think that old chimpanzee at the Pata Zoo, for example, would be very happy to have his last 10 years of his life in an environment like this. And it would make me extremely happy and proud if this could be the solution. When I started over 20 years ago, people said, well, oh, you can't do that. That won't work in Thailand. Or you can't do that in Thailand. Or it's not possible in Thailand. It's possible. You can do it. This is where I used to live.
I climb inside and imagine myself trapped in such a space.
So every time I see this cage, I realize that when I came to Thailand as a young kid, I mean, I've been here more than 30 years, I realized that at the time I entered Thailand, started my life in this country, traveled all over the world in these years, he has been in this cage all that time.
Then we head over to another facility, where a recent rescued tiger is being fed.
That's goddamn scary. That tiger looked me right in the eyes and growled
Putting a tiger back to the wild probably would starve it. They don't know how to hunt. They might be attacked by wild tigers in their area because the wild tiger will be much stronger, different instinct, and they don't understand the whole concept of having a territory. They might just walk into another territory without knowing. Most important, if they don't know how to kill, they're going to find something easy, and that will be humans.
I take my leave of Edwin to go visit the vet hospital. A state-of-the-art animal ambulance has caught my eye. I want to see where they bring the injured animals. Inside, I find a tiny fellow being treated for an eye injury, and another poor little thing being nursed until she can reconnect with the injured parent. Before I leave, I meet Edwin once more at the genesis of this whole endeavor.
The whole conservation issue, the helping of animals, started here at this temple.
with the consent of the, what do you call it, the lama, the abbot?
The abbot of the temple, yes, indeed. A lot of people dump wild animals at temples when they don't know what to do with them anymore. And that's actually a pretty big burden on the abbots. So he said, under the Buddhist learnings, actually, it would be fine to use property of the temple, the land of the temple, to help these animals to have compassion for life. But as a monk, I shouldn't be doing it, so why don't you do it?
At least you're fighting the good fight, and that's all somebody can do.
We're just a drop in the ocean. As they said, rescuing one or two animals doesn't change the world, but it changed the world to those animals.